Hi, it's Peg. So glad you're here. And today we are going to collage with some gel printed papers. And I'm going to get my inspiration from this little bunny out of a magazine. I have this painted 5x7 background that I did in an Art Joy is Sharing live show. And that's my sister channel if you want to go check that out. But I've sketched out the bunny rabbit with a um, pencil, probably a Stabilo pencil, because it's a water soluble that dries down permanent. And I'm just going to take my wet brush and activate that line that I've created. And I get started with the collage and then realize that I need to do an underpainting. So I'm going to get my woodies out. These are a water soluble pencil from Faber-Castell, and I'm going to just layer in some color so that I have an idea where I want to place my papers as I collage. So it's kind of an underpainting, underdrawing, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just using those Stabilos to create that. So if you want to play along, get some deli paper and some gel papers, and you can put this on pause and come back and watch and play along with me. And then be sure, and if you enjoy this sort of thing, come and join us on Art Joy is Sharing. That's our Facebook group, and you can share your artwork with us there. Chelsea and I do a live show for Art Joy is Sharing each Thursday, 10:30 my time, Central Time, and we'd be happy to see you there, and you can join the live conversation. So I'm just activating those colors and, using it more like a watercolor to blend. And this is all going to be covered with collage papers. This is just an underpainting, so I don't have to get too fancy or too detailed in putting this down. I just want to look at my reference, figure out where this is going to go, and layer it in so that as I put my paper down, I know what I want. So I'm starting to collage, and then I realized, Shell has a really slick way of doing collage. I'm gluing these pieces down, just tearing little bits of paper. But the way Shell does it is she will take a deli paper and she'll sketch out her image, and she will glue the uh, collage papers to the deli paper, and it works great. So what you do is just lay the deli paper over the top of your sketch and draw around the image that you're going to create with the collage papers. And you can put in as much detail on that as you like, but then you're going to glue these pieces of paper down to that deli paper. So you see here I have my image and my deli paper, and I've cut the deli paper the same size as the canvas, which is 5x7, and now I'm starting to tear and lay out those pieces of paper that I want to use to create my little bunny or whatever animal flower you decide to create with your papers. What I'm doing is selecting the lights and the darks, where the highlights and the shadows are. And I'm creating that just by using different paper textures, colors, and gluing them into those areas on my deli paper. Once I have collaged all those small pieces onto the deli paper, and what's cool about this is you don't have to be real careful about the edges, because I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim out the rabbit and cut it down to size before I glue it down to my background. I mean, isn't that slick? Isn't that just the best idea yet? Because one of the problems with these little bitty pieces of paper is getting that edge the way you want it. And by trimming it out and gluing it down, you don't have that issue at all. So I just think it's slick. I really, uh, when Shell did this the first time, whenever I saw her do it, it's like, ah, brilliant. I need to do that. That just makes so much more sense than the way I've been collaging. And I've been collaging for a lot of years. So I'm telling you, this was like a new innovation for me. So I decided I wanted a little lighter tone around the ears and head, so I glued another piece of paper to the back of that. You know, the fur is a little bit lighter when the sun hits it up there on the edging, and so I thought in order to recreate that, I should put that little bit of lighter shadow around that area. So now I'm just taking my glue stick and gluing down those collage pieces of paper, and then we'll have to do the finishing details. So getting those stuck down, do a trim out of the canvas itself. You know, I'll get a cutting board and a X-Acto or utility knife and cut off those frayed edges, and then I can come back with my pens and pencils and whatever else I want. I'm putting just a coat of matte medium down over the top. It's going to seal all those papers in so that I've got a good work surface, and if there's something I don't like, I can still remove it. And sealing down all of those papers is what I'm after. Now, I did do a little bit of work on this. I was traveling this week and I did do a little bit of work on this, so you may see some things that didn't show up in the video. Just, you know, a few lines, few sketches. But I'm going to do the finish up work here now using some pencils. These are Stabilo pencils and uh, crayons and whatever else I have in my stash, because I want to get those colors blending, those paper, you know, I don't want to just see the papers. I want to create that look of the fur. And so I'm going to add the whiskers and the furry, fuzzy stuff that I can to make this bunny look a little more realistic. Not that it is. I mean, it's pretty much a fantasy bunny. It's not, you know, like a painting of a rabbit, but it's a collage piece, and that's what I'm after. So I hope you enjoyed this today. I hope you give it a try. Collage is a lot of fun, and you know, we all have scrap paper laying around, so uh, get out your papers and create something fun. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting my channel, for giving me the likes, the thumbs up, the subscriptions, and all that stuff that helps my channel to grow. You guys are why I do this and what makes it important, and it lets YouTube know that you like this kind of content. So thanks, everybody, and stick around for the final shots. I'll have some here at the end, and enjoy your week. Happy Easter. Bye.